Namaste. Welcome to our channel and welcome to Yoga with Lynn and Leo. Today is a very special day for Iyengar Yoga. Today is the International Day for Iyengar Yoga worldwide. We give our respects to BKS Iyengar, Gita Ji and Prashant. Today we practice with grace and acknowledgement of their wonderful teachings. Thank you for joining us on this very special day. If you're new to the site, Leo is practicing the modified versions, Leo in the blue and Lynn in the white, the classic poses. Thank you for joining us, day 19 of our 19 days of yoga. Sitting in a kneeling position, sitting on your heels. Take your big toes towards one another. We're coming for Adho Mukha Virasana. This is a forward bending action. Extend forward, keeping the buttocks towards the heel side. If the buttocks lift, then place either a couple of blankets or a bolster between the buttock and the heel. We're coming for the Parsva action. This is when we walk the hands and the side waist to the right side. See that you reach and extend the left arm forward. Support yourself with the right hand. Still keep grounded in the base of the pose. This is a gentle twisting action. Just settle the body for a moment or two and then coming back to the center. Elongate the arms and ground down at the base. Keep the lift of the lower abdomen towards the spine. Let the breath be smooth and even. Preparing for the left side, walking around, extending with that right arm forward, supporting yourself with the left hand. Just settle in this gentle twisting action. Getting the rotation of the spine, soft breath, soft inhalation and exhalation. Keeping the buttocks grounded at the base. Keep the lift of the lower abdomen and again come back to the breath. Coming back to the center, reach forward, keeping the buttocks down and the arms extended. Ground down into the hands, come up onto all fours and come into Adho Mukha Svanasana, dog head down. Keep the legs straight and strong. Extend from the palms, open the armpit and the side waist and reach all the way to the buttock. Soft inhalation and exhalation. Keep the legs strong, extending back away from the abdomen. Look forward, either step or jump the feet for Uttanasana. If you have the mobility, then take your hands behind the back of the calves. Keep your legs straight and strong. If the hamstrings are tight, then take your fingertips to the floor underneath the shoulders. Keep grounding into the base of the pose. Be strong in the outer foot bones. If your hamstrings are tight, come into the variation of folding your arms. Fold your arms, taking your thumbs to the inside of the elbows. Keep the legs strong and straight and let the spine extend in a downward direction. Keep the height of the buttocks, the abdomen soft, and breathe. Soft inhalation and exhalation. If you're folding your arms, change the arm fold. Let the elbows lengthen towards the floor, maintaining the action in the legs. Continue to lengthen through the side waist, letting the crown of the head release towards the floor side. Coming out of the pose, taking your fingers underneath the shoulders and coming up into a standing position. Prepare for the next pose, Prasarita Padottanasana. Jump the legs wide, extend into the fingers, extend so much to touch those back fibers. Keep the lift through the centre of the body as you take your hands to the hips. Roll your shoulders back and down. Keep a concave spine as you hinge forward. If it's difficult to take your hands to the floor, then take your hands onto a couple of yoga bricks. If you can go a little bit further, you can turn the bricks or take your hands to the floor. When you're in the pose, be sure you're getting a good foundation with the feet and the legs. Be sharp into your outer foot bones and lift up through the centre of the thigh. Lift the lower abdomen and extend through the front body. Keep the breath smooth and even. The art of this action is to keep grounded at the base. To come up, keep the legs strong. As you come out of the pose, see that the abdomen is moving towards the spine. Jump the legs together. Stand for Tadasana. Recover. Our next pose is Trikonasana. Jump the legs 4 to 4.5 feet apart. Reach into the fingertips and extend up. Turn the feet to the right. Lift up out of the pelvis as you hinge to the right side. If you're challenged by the arms, if it's difficult to take the arm up, roll the shoulder back and down. You can see this in the video. And taking the arm through the front flow and extending up. Remembering to ground down into the back leg. Move the abdomen towards the spine. Soft breath. To come out of the pose, it's important to ground down into that back leg as you come up and turn the feet for the left side. Turn your right foot in, your left foot out. Get the rotation in the front thigh as you lift up. Extend over into Trikonasana. Again, become aware of the shoulders. If there's difficulty, then see that you create some mobility by rolling that top shoulder back and down. And if you need to take the arm through the front flow, then do so. Keep grounded. Keep strong in the legs, pulling up with the soft tissue fibre, drawing the abdomen to the spine. Coming up out of the pose, turning the feet to face forward. Come into Tadasana. Be in your Tadasana, recover, become aware of the base, and be aware of your breath. We're jumping the legs again for Parsvakonasana. Take your fingers to your chest and jump the legs. Extend into a wide-legged action. Extend into the arms as you take the left foot in, the whole of your right foot and leg out. Make a square with your right leg and take your right hand either to a brick or to the floor. If the shoulders are tight, take the arm directly up. To come out of the pose, see that you ground down strongly into the base. Draw the abdomen to the spine and come up. Straighten the legs, turn the feet, lift up through the centre and prepare to turn the feet to the left. Right foot in, left foot out. Make the square, extend over either onto the brick or to the floor. Reach all the way from your outer hip to your outer foot bone. So this is the flank side, the outer right side. Reach down. Extend the arm up or over the ear. If you're extending the arm over the ear, see that you reach from the fingertips all the way to the feet as you come up out of the pose. Turn the feet to face forward, lift up, chest up, and jump the legs together. Stand for Tadasana. Take the weight back into the heels, lift up through the legs and open the chest. Our next pose starts in Uttanasana. Be with either the hands to the floor or the hands onto the bricks. Keeping the legs strong and straight, lifting up through the front thigh. Our next pose is preparation for Virabhadrasana 3. Start with your right leg, take it back and take it up in line with the hip. Keep the legs strong and straight. Ground down into your standing leg, pulling up the knees, lifting the thighs right up into the roots. Extending the lifted leg as if you were extending to a wall. To come out of the pose, keep the lift in the abdomen and take the legs back into Uttanasana. Coming for your left side, extend up. Reach up with the legs and again, keep those legs absolutely strong and firm. Keep the abdomen lifted, length through the front body. Breath smooth and even. Keeping the straightness in your standing leg as you take both legs back into Uttanasana. We go again, taking your right leg. See if you can take the leg in line with the hip as much as possible. Push back into the heel, keeping the standing leg strong and straight. Move the abdomen towards the spine and lengthen through the upper body. Move the shoulder blades in deeply as you take the legs back to Uttanasana. Let's go again. Left side. Take the left leg up, extend into the heels, keeping those legs absolutely straight and strong. Reaching through the center of the body. And again, see that you move the upper body, shoulder blades deeply in. Shoulder blades moving towards the back waist, broad in the collarbones. Let the breath be smooth and even. Keeping that action in the legs, keeping the abdomen to the spine, release that left leg, come into Uttanasana and then come up into Tadasana. Observe your standing position. Take the weight back into the heels, activate the legs. Pull up through the thighs, right up into the roots. Lift out of the pelvis. Roll your shoulders back and down and lift the sternum chest. Our next pose is going to be down on floor level. We're coming for a Virasana action. So bend your knees and come into a seated position. If you're able to sit on the floor in this action, then make sure you have space between the back of the knee. If you need support, then use a foam pad. Be sure that you're gripping the foam pad with the inner sides of the feet. You may need 1 or 2 foam pads, even more if there's stiffness in the knees. We're coming for the twisting action in Virasana. Take your right hand behind you, your left in front of the thigh, and lift up through the center of the body. Keep the breadth and broadness within the collarbones. Elongate the spine from the base. See that the abdomen moves towards your spine as you lift a little further. See that the back shoulder rolls back and the front shoulder comes forward. Release out of the pose, come center and go again. This time taking your right hand to the outer side of the thigh, taking your left hand behind you. Remembering, elongate and turn. Extend through the center of the body. Breathe on every adjustment. Find the breadth and broadness within the chest cavity as you turn. Keep the softness in the throat, the facial features, and now turning back to center. Sit up nice and tall. Come out of your Virasana and sit for Tadasana. Extend the legs so they're straight and extended. Reach into the heels. Our next pose is going to be Halasana and Sarvangasana. Prepare your supports. You're on your platform, preparing to roll into a Halasana. Be sure your shoulders stay on your platform. Take your hands down beside you and then roll. Either take the feet to the floor or the feet onto the chair, as you can see here in the video. Lift your spine, support your spine with your hands. Walk your hands down as far as you can towards your shoulders and then come up into Sarvangasana. Ground down into the legs strongly. Continue to keep the lift through the center of the spine. Let the breath become smooth and even. You're extending through the legs to get the softness in the abdomen and the extension in the side waist. You're grounding down into the upper arms to give you that opening in your chest region. Use your hands to manipulate and move the skin towards the back of the pelvis. The back of the pelvis towards the back of the legs. The tailbone towards the inner heels. Keeping the pose steady and upright. This takes a little time. Maybe challenging now. Persevere. Stay up just for a few moments and come back down again if you need to. Keep that grounded action. Keep the lift as you come out of the pose. So extend through the legs, taking one leg then the other, or if you have good control, then you can take both legs together. Be in Halasana. Keep the back extending in an upward direction as you soften your knees, support your lower back, and slowly coming down out of the pose. Take your launch pad underneath your head and just be there for a few moments. Just let the body completely release and relax. The breath again, smooth and even. Let the abdomen completely soften. Let the abdomen completely release. We're coming for our next pose now, which is going to be a supine action, a Sukhasana action on the platform. When you're ready, either roll to your right side or move yourself back. As you can see here in the video, Lynn has her legs on the platform and Leo is taking her legs onto the bolster. Either support can be used. Be in your cross-leg position. Just settle in the pose. Let the lower abdomen completely release and soften. Become aware of your breath, your inhalation and your exhalation. Soften around the facial features, soften the throat, and let the body become weighted. Be aware of your arms and the outward rotation, taking the palms up towards the ceiling, letting the fingers completely coil, the thumb releasing and coiling towards them. Let the throat soften. Take your awareness into your chest cavity. Follow your breath. Watch the breath as you breathe through the nostrils and into the chest. Soft inhale, soft exhale. Change the cross of the legs. Resettle the body. Settle the abdomen. And again, let the body become weighted. Let the whole of the abdominal area completely release. And then come back to your breath. Watch the breath as you take the breath through the nostrils. And keep that broadness and opening in your chest. soft inhale and a soft exhale. Each breath, the abdomen softening and deepening towards the spine. Let the facial features quieten, let the whole body come into a deep relaxation. If you'd like to stay in this position, then do so. We're coming out of this pose now, finishing the sequencing. So bring those legs together if you're following the video. Roll to your right side. Come up into a seated position. Thank you for joining us for this video. We hope you enjoyed it, and we look forward to seeing you again. Namaste.